Key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean, to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger stepped onto the view and left sparks flying. The former California governor didn't hold back, dropping bold truths like a political machine. The panel was clearly caught off guard, scrambling to keep up. If you're tired of watered-down takes and want real talk, hit that like button and buckle up. It's about to get intense.
If you are an immigrant, you're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant, I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is arguably one of the greatest immigrant success stories in American history. He came to the U.S. at 21 with nothing but ambition and rose to the top, conquering bodybuilding, becoming a Hollywood icon, and even entering American politics. So when The View invited him on, hoping to tap into his story and get him to comment on immigration policy, they didn't expect what came next. Arnold wasn't there to follow a script. He was there to set the record straight.
Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity.
Arnold began by sharing what America means to him and everything the country has given him. The audience responded with applause. He was saying exactly what many hoped, celebrating the American dream and the opportunity it offers immigrants. It was heartfelt, powerful, and sincere. But that was just the beginning. What came next caught the room off guard. Arnold had a bigger message to deliver, one that would shift the tone and command attention.
Key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean.
At the end of the clip, you can see Sunny Hostin trying to step in as Arnold Schwarzenegger spoke. Her discomfort was noticeable. She didn't seem to like where things were going. Just when it seemed he might echo their views, Arnold shifted course. Calmly and clearly, he reminded everyone that there's a legal path to immigration, and that's the one that should be followed. The studio grew quiet as his words settled in. Schwarzenegger wasn't there to play politics. He was there to speak plainly.
To make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back.
Schwarzenegger delivered another tough truth, one that clearly unsettled Sunny Hostin and Joy Behar. He said immigrants should be grateful, law-abiding, and eager to contribute, not break the law. He didn't hold back, and the facts supported him. A 2023 Department of Homeland Security report showed over 56,000 non-citizen arrests for serious crimes. In Texas alone, illegal immigrants were charged with more than 250,000 offenses over several years. It wasn't the message The View expected, but Schwarzenegger made it clear. Immigration is a privilege, and coming to America means respecting its laws.
You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
The former California governor delivered another powerful message that clearly struck a nerve on The View. With calm conviction, Schwarzenegger explained that immigrants shouldn't just focus on what they can get from America, but also on what they can give back. He directly challenged the mindset of entitlement, emphasizing that real gratitude is shown through contribution, service, and respect for the country that offers opportunity. His point was clear. Are we encouraging a generation of contributors or complainers? As an immigrant himself, he wasn't criticizing, he was calling for reflection. Unsurprisingly, Sunny Hostin pushed back, not entirely comfortable with the direction Arnold was taking.
Keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that.
But don't forget, there's 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to commit crimes.
And a lot of what's happening right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country, people who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than actually American-born citizens. And the other thing I just wanted to say is that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California.
The former California governor delivered a message that clearly got the panel's attention. Speaking with calm conviction, Schwarzenegger said immigrants should focus not only on what they receive from America, but also on what they can contribute. He challenged a growing mindset of entitlement, stressing that real appreciation is shown through service, respect, and giving back. As an immigrant himself, his point wasn't criticism. It was a call for reflection. Not surprisingly, Sunny Hostin pushed back, uneasy with the direction of the conversation.
If you were governor right now of California, how would you be handling the ongoing crisis that the state's facing?
Well, I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody. And so it means that you have to work together with local government, the state government, and the federal government. They have to work together rather than fighting each other. Fighting each other's agendas and all of that stuff, that doesn't do good to anybody. And so this...
Let's be honest. Gavin Newsom's leadership has drawn sharp criticism, especially in contrast to the unity and common sense Arnold Schwarzenegger once called for. Instead of leading with balance, Newsom leaned into partisan politics, aligning with protest groups and making bold statements, including challenging President Trump in a move seen by many as political posturing, not leadership. True leaders de-escalate, build coalitions, and act before crises spiral. But Newsom's actions added fuel to the fire. By the time he offered a partial apology, the damage was done. California needed steady leadership, but got political theatrics instead. Still, the panel wasn't done. They pressed further, raising the National Guard issue. But Arnold was ready.
The National Guard is under the governor's supervision.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, like for instance, when the National Guard was sent to Iraq during the Iraqi war, I was not the one that said, oh yeah, go to Iraq. The Bush administration came and said, we need those people.
They came to you.
They came to you. And we need the resources, we need the equipment, we need the weapons, we need the vehicles to ship to Iraq. And then they ship
It's the
to Iraq.
coordination.
So that's why I say it is very important that we work together. It doesn't matter who is asking whom. The bottom line is we work together in order to solve the problem.
You could sense the tension rise as Arnold Schwarzenegger calmly defended President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard during the protests. He made his position clear. The top priority during civil unrest is restoring order and protecting people and property. If that required the National Guard, then it was the right call. This wasn't the narrative The View expected, and it visibly unsettled some on the panel. Arnold wasn't there to echo talking points. He came to speak his mind. Meanwhile, Senator Ilhan Omar criticized the decision, prompting a sharp rebuttal from Ben Shapiro.
Have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up like a failed dictator with a military parade.
Okay, so we're becoming one of the worst places on earth, according to a woman who came from Somalia because President Trump had a military parade. But this goes deeper than that for Ilhan Omar. Of course, there's not much about traditional American values that she does like. She is constantly sounding off about the evils of American colonialism, American capitalism. A group of people have been brought to our shores over the course of the last 50, 60 years who really despise the country. And that is one half of the equation, not immigrants.
Ben Shapiro's remarks echoed Arnold Schwarzenegger's with clarity. Immigrants should appreciate the opportunities America provides: freedom, safety, and the chance to build a better life. That's the foundation of the immigrant spirit, gratitude over grievance. But in contrast, Representative Ilhan Omar often voices strong criticism of the country, calling out issues she sees as systemic. While everyone has the right to speak freely, her repeated negativity raises questions for many who believe in improving the nation while still recognizing its strengths. After all, the very country she critiques made her rise to Congress possible. On that note, we wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed this political breakdown, be sure to like and subscribe for more.